The Irish Civil War. What was it? Well, it was a conflict that followed the Irish War of Independence between the Irish Free State, which was backed by the UK government, and the IRA. Now, for some background. The Anglo-Irish Treaty was agreed upon at the end of the Irish War of Independence, which I'll make a video on later. The treaty was incredibly controversial since it makes Ireland a country independent from Britain, but still under control of the British head of state, which at the time was King George IV. Now, if it looks like not a lot has changed, it's because nothing really did change, and that's why the Irish Republican Army was divided into the pro-treaty forces and the anti-treaty forces. The IRA and the other anti-treaty forces proceeded to take control over buildings in Ireland, mainly military barracks, and would eventually take control over the Four Courts building. I don't know why it's important, because the Wikipedia article won't load, but anyway, after the IRA took control over the Four Courts building, the Irish Free State forces roll up with some TNT cannons, right-click with that flint and steel, and wait a bit, and then boom, and the Irish Civil War has begun. The IRA mostly fought the Free State forces with guerrilla tactics because of their much smaller force of 1,500 soldiers against the Free State forces of 5,500 soldiers. Not to mention, the Free State forces also had much better gear because they were backed by the UK government. The war went on for 10 months, or as us gamers would understand it, 21,600 Minecraft days. After almost a year of fighting, a ceasefire was ordered, bringing the war to an end. The IRA and other anti-treaty forces surrendered to the Free State forces. This might not be true, but I'm too lazy to look it up. But the point is, the IRA lost and the Irish Free State was formed. For some final notes, a few years later, there was a pig who farmed all Ireland's potatoes, just to boil some squid, and then eventually everybody starved to death on unrelated notes. But before that, Northern Ireland went through the Troubles, which happened from the 60s to the 80s, and I'll make a video on it later if I feel like it. I'd like to give a thanks to my patrons that don't exist because I'm a child who does not have a credit card. But if you've gotten this far, I'm just gonna give you some announcements. First, you should subscribe because I'm trying to hit 20 subs in the next year, so please help me out. Second announcement. I'm canceling the pigeon video that I said I was gonna do after the Badline video. So yeah, that's it. Subscribe. Announcement over. Comment. Just yeah.